What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 673 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the city of Vineland. It's your boy KB coming at you fresh off of covering the PLL championship game. Just dropped DJ back off at the airport, and it's another PLL season in the books. It's Monday Night Football. It is an important series for the Phillies, and I got a fun discussion for you guys on this episode. We are ever so close to being fully caught up on episodes. I promise. But I appreciate everyone being patient with me. And of course, we're going to talk a whole lot of fun on this episode. But before we get into everything, make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI across the board. It really does help us out, lets more people interact with us, allows us to continue growing our fan base. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, you name it, we're on the platform. Threads, like I said. You can follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311 and KBIZZLE11 on Instagram and Threads. Subscribe to the podcast feed. It really does help when you guys subscribe on audio. I promise you that. When you subscribe, download, listen on audio, it helps so much. It helps us continue to grow, helps us hit new milestones that we're super close to hitting right now. And it allows us to reach new target demographics and allows us to just continue taking this thing to the moon when you subscribe on Apple and Spotify and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. So keep on subscribing there. And, of course, subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@UndergroundSportsPhiladelphia. That is where you get full video episodes of this show twice a week, full video episodes of every show on our network, clips, shorts, live streams, original video content. It is all on our YouTube channel. We're on that road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's make that happen before the end of the year, if not sooner. So subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Apple, Spotify, or, of course, watching the show on YouTube goes a long way. Leave a like on the video. Hit the bell icon so you know when new videos go live. Drop a comment in the comment section. We read the fun comments and the good comments on this show. So keep on keeping on our YouTube channel. And, of course, guys, this show is presented by the City of Vineland. And the City of Vineland Municipal Calendar features city-organized, city-sponsored, and city-affiliated events that are of public interest. The calendar, which is accessible at vinelandcity.org, is a good way for residents and visitors to build awareness, remain engaged with city government, and participate in local events. You can also follow the City of Vineland on social media via their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube pages. And through these tools, you can stay connected to the community and get important announcements about programs and services offered by the city. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to our long-standing partners, Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated, for their continued support of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm fresh off covering a loaded PLL weekend. The Utah Archers are your repeat Premier Lacrosse League champions. Shout out to my boy Grant Ament. Shout out to my boy Ryan Ambler, my boy Piper Bond, Connor Fields, Chris Bates, Coach Cav, Mac O'Keefe. Like, the Archers have truly embraced our company, especially on the Outside the Box podcast, and super happy for those guys. And shout out to my guy Matt Rambo, my guy Colin Squires, Jim Stagnita, and the entire Maryland Whipsnakes crew as well, because they had one hell of a season, and they really put on this year to remind everyone that they ain't going anywhere anytime soon. But it's another PLL season in the books for us, and the growth of the PLL, like I mentioned on the last episode, has been so instrumental in the growth of our company and what we've been able to accomplish. to this point, and being able to cover a championship game for any sports league is a special moment. But to be able to cover now, this being my 2019, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 fifth championship game I've gotten to cover of a professional sports league is super special, and I never take it for granted. And it is truly like one of the best weekends and best days of the year is the PLL championship game. It's the culmination of a hardworking summer and just celebrating a champion in the city of champions, which is Philadelphia. And it's cool that the PLL has selected Philadelphia as like the place that their champions get crowned. You know, outside of the bubble and 2021, every PLL champion has been crowned in Philadelphia, and I think that's super cool, super special. So congratulations to the Utah Archers. And this past weekend, I got to meet Jason Kelsey. I got to meet Flavor Flav. I got to meet Jeffrey Wright and link up with a whole bunch of people that I've come to know in this lacrosse game. And when it comes to Jason Kelsey, I'm excited for his Monday Night Football career. I think after seeing him drop one of the funniest lines in a debut on Monday Night Football, where he said his shirt was doing his tits dirty, was hilarious. I think Jason Kelsey is going to be brilliant for that desk, and I've talked to my good friend and friend of the program, Wes Euler, about this. You know, when Pat McAfee was kind of on his rise, and just the way that he and I are covering sports. Nobody wants to listen to someone in a suit and tie, all buttoned up, talk about sports anymore. It's just not the lay of the land and how we consume our sports programming anymore. People want to see people in a hat, backwards, a tank top, you know, an ill-fitting shirt, shirtless, covering sports and talking about it like fans. And that's why I think Jason Kelsey is going to provide such invaluable analysis to the Monday Night Football desk. He's going to fit in so well. I think he's going to bring such an awesome, unique perspective as a former offensive lineman, and just the way he sees the game and has approached the game his entire career. I think Jason Kelsey joining the Monday Night Football desk is going to be so awesome to watch kind of unfold before our eyes this entire season. You're never going to know what to expect. He's going to bring the juice every single week, no matter what city he's in, and no matter what state of mind he's in, he's going to bring it. And I'm super excited to watch him go out and perform and be himself. And that's, at the end of the day, what we want. I think a lot of people week one complained about Tom Brady in the booth because it didn't feel like it was Tom Brady. It felt like a buttoned-up version of Tom Brady. And we want to hear Tom Brady be the former quarterback, but talk about the game like he's Tom Brady. That's how we want to hear it. So I'm super excited for Jason Kelsey to be on the Monday Night Football pregame show. And his analysis is going to be invaluable each and every week, each and every Monday. So I'm so pumped for him. And I mean, this week in Philadelphia, from the PLL championship game to Monday Night Football being in Philly to such an important series for the Philadelphia Phillies, like I talked about a couple episodes ago, this is like our favorite time of the year. It's here, you know. It is covering a championship game. It is the beginning of football season. It is the feeling in the air is red October. I've got my Phillies gear on right now because I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling the energy and the vibes of a red October feeling, which is so exciting. And I'm so pumped. You know, I have my tickets for the playoffs right now, and I'm just chomping at the bit to get back to Citizens Bank Park. I'll tell you guys that much. You know, just thinking about the Phillies' potential to clinch the NL East for the first time since 2011 and be a part of history in this organization and showcase that this team is capable of doing more. They're capable of being more than just a wild card. They're capable of winning a division and taking down the big bad Braves and dethroning a long-standing division champ. Like, winning your division in baseball is not only one of the hardest things to do, but it should be celebrated way more than any other sport. You know, it's so many games. It's such a long grind, and
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
battle to get to the top at any point in a baseball season. And just thinking about the Phillies doing that. Like, the last time they clinched was 2011. I was a senior in high school. I just started my senior year of high school when the Phillies clinched the NL East for the last time. You know, it's been 13 years. Think about what you have done in 13 years. And how crazy your life has become over the last 13 years since the last time the Phillies clinched the National League East title. It's a wild thing to think about. So it's fun gearing up for what is going to be hopefully an immaculate next 2 months. In our city, and being able to enjoy every single moment. That's what I want everyone to do when it comes to the Eagles, when it comes to the Phillies, no matter how good or bad. I've come to do this with the PLL, covering it from a national perspective, quote unquote, and just being at weekends and taking it all in. Like, just enjoy the moment you're in. Enjoy what you're watching. Enjoy the greatness that is on display. You are watching the top 0.00001% of athlete compete at the highest level in their sport. And now we're going to be able to elevate that with the Phillies. We're hoping to do that and elevate it with the Eagles later on this year and into 2025 when the playoffs get going. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the greatness. Enjoy the ride. You know, I know it hasn't ended the way we have wanted it to end the past couple seasons for the Phils, and it hasn't ended the way that we've wanted it to end for the Eagles the past couple of years. But think about the ride we went on, and look back at all the memories and the moments that we've had, and think about how unique and rare that has been in our fandom. If you are my age, or in my age range, anywhere from the age of say 24 to X, you know, there have not been that many moments for us to sit back and enjoy. You know, in my lifetime, the moments I've gotten to enjoy in Philly sports success that I genuinely remember was the 02 Eagles. You know, a little bit of 01, but 02 and then scarred. 03 and then scarred. 04 and then Spygate. You know, the 2007 Phillies. And then we get swept. And then 2008 happens. And then the Eagles go on their run. And then 2009 and the Phillies go to the World Series and then we end up losing. And then 2010, the Phillies and the Flyers go to the Stanley Cup. And then 2011, best record in franchise history for the Phils. And then they lose in the first round. And then we went on a drought in the playoffs for baseball. And then the Eagles do it in 2017. They get to the mountaintop. And then the Phillies finally get back to the playoffs in 2022 and go all the way to the World Series. And then 2023, they go all the way to the NLCS Game 7. They play in their first Game 7 in postseason franchise history. And think about what they've had to do to get there. And then think about this season, too, for the Phillies. Think about the 1-2 start against the Braves, where Braves fans were counting us out from the jump. Baseball fans were counting us out from the jump. And then the Phillies have been in first place since May 3rd and have not relinquished the lead in the division since. They stepped back into first place on May 3rd and have never looked back. This team is special, and they are showcasing a little bit of difference. And I've talked about this a bunch, where typically this team got off to slow starts the past couple of years. The end of March, April, May were slow starts. June, you start warming up. July, August, they pick up. And then September, it gets a little shaky, a little wonky, and they're, battling for that wild card spot and where they're going to be positioned. This year, they get hot in April, in May. June, they stay level-headed. July, August is rough. And then September, they turn it on. End of August into September, they turn it on. And we felt good about this team again. It's the inverse of what's happened the last 2 years with the success this team has had. And they're still in the fight for the division title. They're still in the fight for the best record in the National League. They're still in the fight for the best record in baseball. We get to watch greatness in this city right now. We are living in an era that is truly special. And we're gonna live it. We have to live in the moment. And then when it's all said and done, and the next era of Philly sports rolls in, hopefully not for a long time, but we're gonna look back on this era and be like, damn, we had it fucking good. For the first time in our life, 90s babies, we had it good. Cherish everything that we have going on right now. And when the Phillies clinch that division, it's going to be epic. When the Eagles turn it on, figure some things out with this coaching staff, it's going to be epic. And I'm excited for what's to come. My PLL season comes to a close. Summer is officially over in my book now with summer sports coverage. It shifts to the fall now. This is fall baseball. This is football season now. It is it's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome. We get to watch one of our favorite players every Monday night to kick off our week. And he gets to kick it off in our city this week. And now we have a chance to clinch the division for the first time since 2011 for our favorite baseball team. It's a hell of a way to start the fall season of sports in 2024 here at Underground Sports Philadelphia. I'm super pumped. Enjoy the moment. And let's go dance, baby. Make sure you guys are following us on the socials to keep up to date with everything Red October, everything Eagles. When the Sixers roll around, when the Flyers roll around, when the Union inevitably fight their way into the playoffs, and, of course, when the Philadelphia Wings roll around, because that boy Brennan O'Neill is in Philadelphia, and I'm telling you guys right now, Brennan O'Neill is going to be a beloved figure in Philadelphia, and he will be coming on our airwaves in the near future, and I'm very excited to sit down with Brennan and introduce him to Philadelphia the proper way. So stay tuned for Brennan O'Neill and Underground Sports Philadelphia and the Outside the Box podcast. But follow us on the socials at Underground PHI. Follow me at KBIZZL311 on Twitter and KBIZZLE11 on Instagram and Threads. Subscribe to the podcast feed. Be a friend, tell a friend. Tell all your people to subscribe. It's super easy to do. It's free, and it helps us out as independent creators here at Underground to continue growing this thing and taking it to the moon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We're on that road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're not stopping. Then we go plaque chasing, and we're on the road to 100K. We're going to be keeping a count when we get to 100K. It's going to be insane. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@undergroundsportsphiladelphia, and leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know when you think the Phillies are going to clinch. And, of course, let me know your thoughts on Jason Kelce making, the rounds now on Monday Night Football and his next chapter. And, of course, guys, this show is presented by the City of Vineland, and whether you're a company looking to expand, relocate, or you're a new business startup, selecting the right location is critical to your success. Vineland, New Jersey offers both an affordable business location and an excellent quality of life. The city's economic development department is a one-stop source for moving your project through the development and approval process, and their goal is to make this process as smooth as possible and to provide the fastest turnaround times in the region. If you're considering potential locations for your operation, contact the Vineland Economic Development Team at 856-794-4100. That's 856-794-4100. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. Shout out to the Utah Archers boys for bringing one home in Philly. And let's go Phils. Let's go Birds. Let's get it rocking and rolling. And can't wait to be back up to date with you guys so soon. We're ever so close to getting episodes out, back on track and being back to our regularly scheduled programming just in time for Phillies postseason baseball and the heart of the Philadelphia Eagles season. But this has been episode number 673 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the City of Vineland. I'm your boy KB. Until the next episode, let's go Phils, let's go Birds, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.